Hello everyone, welcome to my tapping channel. Today I wanted to talk about how you can use EFT with the chakras to be able to not just balance your chakras, but to also understand how you're carrying thoughts, beliefs, perceptions at each chakra level that's actually creating problems physically for you and also in your life from a magical or law of attraction perspective. But before we dive into that, my name is Sandra. I am the author of Tapping into Abundance, using EFT tapping and the law of attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. And if you want to do just that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. I do videos here on many different topics related to emotional freedom technique, changing of mindset, and I also have guided meditations that will help you change your mindset as well. And those guided meditations complement my EFT videos. So you'll find an EFT video on that topic as well as the guided meditation. I like to work with both ways of addressing the subconscious mind and the programming that's in there that's stopping you from reaching your potential, keeping you stuck, frustrated, and in a state of self-doubt. So that's what we do on this channel. If you want to book a free clarity session with me so that you can become unstuck and start to move forward in your life, to reach your potential, do the things you really wanting to do in this life, to live your purpose and share your gifts in the world, then do book a free clarity session with me. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can do that. If you're particularly interested in working with EFT and the chakras, I have a free masterclass. It is called How to Heal Your Shadow Through Balancing Your Energy Centers, and that will give you much more in-depth view of what the shadow work is and how that connects with each chakra. So that's a video for you to watch. It's free and there's a link in the description field below this video. When it comes to working EFT in the chakras, I've got videos of each chakra on this channel and how you can use EFT to tap through major beliefs that are stuck at each chakra level. So I have done a fair bit on chakras already on this channel, but I haven't touched on that for a while now. But somebody did ask me to do a video on EFT and the chakras, so that's why I'm doing another one of those videos. EFT is a method of being able to help you connect to your subconscious mind and to slow your brain waves down to an alpha state so that you can start to hear your subconscious mind, listen to what you're really thinking, what you're really feeling, and change things on that level, whether that is releasing any blocked emotional stuff, so things that you've been holding on to like grief and loss, for example, anger, anxiety. And if there's any thoughts behind those, which there generally is, then EFT can help change those thoughts too, so that they're not so distorted in your thinking. You're not overgeneralizing, you're not catastrophizing. You realize that a lot of the reason why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, particularly if you're angry all the time or anxious all the time, is because there's beliefs going on there that feel true in your body. They're creating these emotions because it's all to do with chemical reactions and hormones going on inside the body. So when it comes to the chakras, we have 7 major chakras that we tend to work with in this kind of work. Now there's many more chakras, but everybody is probably aware of the main 7 chakras. You've got the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. And all of these have an energetic function. They belong to certain glands in the body and energy within the body. And often if you have a physical ailment somewhere, then it's often linked to the chakra that it's near. So for example, if you have a lot of throat problems like tonsillitis or something like that, you've probably got some throat chakra issues going on there. So it's all just simply a matter of understanding that and clearing that. But the interesting thing about the chakras is that we have to start at the bottom and work up. because anything that's going on in the lower chakras is going to affect the higher ones. So from a spiritual work point of view, we really want to work with we really want to work with the From a spiritual point of view, we really want to work with the heart chakra up, because that is where we get into that higher sense of consciousness, that sense of connectedness to all and everything, and we can really start to be in that zone of connectedness. But these other chakras are going to be clouded and coloured by what's going on in the lower three. Now, the root chakra is all about the material world, the physical world, your physical body, and your beliefs about your physical body, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about your right to be here, your beliefs about is it safe to be here. So anything to do with security, particularly things around money when it's to do with safety and security, are going to have an effect on the root chakra. And if you've got beliefs around money that are blocking you on the root chakra, they're probably going to filter up into the higher chakras as well. And that's how come a lot of spiritual people tend to have a lot of problems with money, because we have a belief that isn't true, that there's something wrong with having money or wanting money, that it's not spiritual to want money, it's not spiritual to focus on money, and money and spirituality is somehow mutually exclusive. So the root chakra is about looking at those things. And so you would tap on your right to be prosperous, your deserving to be here, that you have a right to be here, that you are safe. So look at your fear beliefs around being safe in the world. And if you find there's any beliefs that it's not safe to be in the world, or the world is not safe, then tap on that belief and the feelings that come from that belief. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, is all about desire and emotions. And once again, from a spiritual point of view, we're always focused up here. There's a lot of misunderstanding in spirituality that desire is a bad thing, that it's wrong and you shouldn't have it, and your goal is to not have desire at all. We have a belief in Western culture that emotions are something you shouldn't feel. We don't want to express emotions to each other. It's weak somehow to express emotions, and so we try to bottle up our emotions. And so our sacral chakra is often incredibly out of balance. And beliefs that it's not safe to feel can be a belief that you have at that chakra level. It's not safe to want something. I don't deserve to have my desires met. It's wrong to have desires. Those sorts of things can be going on in your sacral chakra. So have a look at that, particularly if you have health issues around that part of your body. When it comes to the solar plexus chakra, you're looking at your power center, your will center. This is where you assert yourself in the world, where you go out and you initiate things in the world. So you take leadership, you take control of your life. And that can be blocked by having a lot of oppression going on in your culture and in your religious upbringing and in your family upbringing, which tells you that you have no right to assert yourself. You have no right to do what it is that you want to do. You have to do what everybody else is doing, that you're not good enough, that it's wrong. You're going to offend somebody if you do something. And consequently, if you've got fears of being seen, so you're too scared to market your business, for example, or you're too scared to go into business because you don't want to be seen on social media, you don't want to do videos, you don't want to do posts, you want to hide from everybody because it's not safe to be seen. This is all going to go on in your solar plexus chakra, and you're probably going to feel things like nausea and stomach upsets when you approach any of these issues. So have a look at your belief that it's not safe to be seen, that it's not safe to assert yourself, and that it's not safe to take charge and stand up for yourself, and see what you feel in that chakra when you look at those aspects of your life. Those three chakras need to be in balance for the heart chakra to feel safe, to be able to open up and to embrace love and compassion and all of those beautiful things that come from the heart chakra. The heart chakra is very much our center of our energy and healing. When we meditate on the heart chakra and we're focusing in on the energy of love, it improves our immune system, it improves our well-being. So it's an amazing place to magnetically bring things to us from a law of attraction point of view, to bring people to us. And it also is very protective in that energy too, because your vibration will raise as your heart chakra opens up and more love that you feel for yourself and for life and for others happens. The problem with the heart chakra is it gets blocked also by fear. And this can be fear of being loving, the fear of showing forgiveness, for example. We often think that forgiveness, or we feel that forgiveness is somehow letting somebody else off the hook or condoning what that person's done. And it's got nothing to do with that. Forgiveness is about letting the emotional attachment to that situation and that person go. So that means the anger, the resentment, the hurt and everything to that other person, letting it go, not feeling anything anymore, neutralizing those feelings so that the feelings that you have are at best neutral towards that person. You don't need to carry emotions towards somebody to be safe from that person or someone like them again. The situation will always be the situation, but you don't need the emotion around it. It's harmful energetically to you. So forgiveness is a big one. And forgiveness of self, forgiving ourselves. When we're struggling to forgive other people, we often will find when we're doing the work that there's a lot of forgiveness towards ourselves that we have to do first, because we often blame ourselves for being in that situation in the first place, for not doing this or for doing that. I could have done that. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. And when we didn't, we blame ourselves. And so there's a lot of forgiveness that needs to be done around the heart. So if you've got any beliefs or anything that are holding on to anger, resentment towards somebody, fear of being able to be who you are in the world, and there's any grief there or any loss there, then tapping on those things will help you open up your heart chakra and be able to bring more of the good things in there. And meditating on the heart chakra and on feelings of love and love itself is a wonderful way of opening up the heart chakra and healing those wounds. Further up to the throat chakra, we're now dealing with our self-expression and our communication in the world. So this is how you talk about yourself, how you express yourself in the world, pretty much on a verbal way, but it can also be in the way that you present yourself, in the way that you dress as well. So it's about allowing yourself to be you with your self-expression. And when you feel you can't be you, or you can't say what you need to say, you can't be honest in your speech, you can't speak your truth, then the throat chakra will block up and you could end up with problems around the throat. So for example, tonsillitis, if you still have your tonsils, that's one that I've experienced in my past as a result of having a lot of anger that wasn't able to be dealt with and expressed in some way, shape or form. So look for beliefs around it's not safe to speak up, it's not safe to express myself, and work with tapping on those. Then you get to the third eye chakra. Now this is your vision for yourself and your future. And a lot of people struggle with getting clear on what they want for themselves in their life. So whether you're trying to do magic or law of attraction and you're struggling to know what it is that you want, and when we say, be in the wish fulfilled and imagine you're already doing what it is that you would be doing, that you're already living where you would be living, some people struggle with being able to not just visualize that, but even have a concept of what that might be. And this is because the third eye chakra is blocked. And that could be blocked because of beliefs further down. Your third eye chakra is going to show you and only see what you already allow yourself to see. So if there's any kind of energetic blockages or perception distortions or thought distortions or assumptions that are telling you you can't do something, it's not right to do something, you don't deserve it, yada, 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 then this is going to be very cloudy and it's going to be hard for you to go, you know, I really would like to experience this. I'd like to see myself as this. It's hard for you to step into that version of yourself, or even imagine that version of yourself, or allow yourself to see that version of yourself as you truly are and know yourself to be, that you would like to express. And that can be very frightening when you get to that point, because seeing that version of yourself and knowing that either you're not there yet, or who will I be if I do get there, or there's no way I could be that person, there's too many blocks in the way, there's too many beliefs in the way. That's just all work that just needs to be done in the lower chakras. And as that work changes, you'll find your vision will get clearer, and you'll be able to feel more into who you are as that person that you know yourself to be, your true potential. So this is your visionary center. It's where you see who you truly are. You can imagine yourself doing the things that you really want to be doing, being the type of person you really want to be, reaching your potential, doing you. That's at that chakra. The crown chakra is your connection to spirit, or God, or goddess, or whatever it is that you perceive as being the ultimate sort of spiritual connection for you. And this is often blocked by our beliefs about God that we grew up with as children. A lot of the time we believe that God doesn't want us to be prosperous, that God doesn't want people to be happy, that if you were brought up in a fundamentalist religion that told you that, you know, to be spiritual you have to suffer, and that God's a punishing God, and that if you do this you're going to get punished and you're going to go to hell and all of that sort of stuff, that chakra is going to be quite blocked up, and there's going to be a lot of fear in that chakra, which will stop you from being able to do the things that you want to do and be the person who you truly are, because you'll believe you don't deserve it, that God doesn't want you to be successful, and you'll keep putting yourself down, and you'll keep staying at a level that you don't want to be at, because there's a belief that God doesn't want you to succeed, that God wants you to suffer. So even if you change your belief system and go away from believing in God, it will still be there in the subconscious mind. Even if you take up another religion, or you take up another connection, so you might go from a patriarchal god to more of a matrifocal goddess, you're still going to have that belief there until you do some work around that. So have a look at what your beliefs are about what spirit or God wants for you, and what you believe to be true about that. And if you find there's anything in there that's limiting you, that's stopping you from reaching your true potential, tap on it. So that's how you use the chakras when it comes to tapping. You use whatever the beliefs are at each chakra level, and you tap on those beliefs the same way that you tap on any beliefs that come up for you. I do have a whole lot of videos on tapping on each one of those chakras, so go back onto my channel and have a look for those, and you'll be able to then do some tapping on each of the chakras. If you do want to do some tapping with me, book that free clarity session, and we'll get together, have a chat. We'll see what it is that you need and how I can help you, and then we can talk about how we can work together. And if you do want to do some chakra work with tapping on your own, I do have a course. It is called The Wheels of Empowerment, and it is a DIY course with tapping and the chakras. So you start with the root chakra and work your way up to the crown chakra, covering the most common things that people find at each chakra level, and you work through each chakra level unblocking those things. So that's something you can do yourself in your own time. You still have me to help you, so if you have any questions or you're struggling with something, you can still ask me for help. That's called The Wheels of Empowerment. That's in the description field below this video, so is the link to book a clarity session with me. I do encourage you to do the work on yourself, whether you're doing it as an online course or if you're doing it one-on-one coaching, because it totally does change your life to do the work. These beliefs are just so insidious that unless they're changed, they're always going to be there. You can't rationalize your way out of subconscious belief system. You've got to use methods that connect to the subconscious mind, such as EFT, hypnotherapy, and some other modalities that address the subconscious mind. So take the opportunity there. Either enroll in that online course, Wheels of Empowerment, or book that free clarity session with me. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Sandra. I will see you on the next video.